Hey there, Wes Dove with Dove Development and Consulting, and pretty cool message I want to share this evening just to give you a heads up on what you can expect over the next several days from a daily dose of leadership and just some other things that Cindy and I've got going on right now that might be a benefit to you and your team. So I'm going to start with sharing a quick story. So one of the organizations I do some work for on a fairly routine basis over the last few weeks, help them fill a position, still dabble in the HR and safety world, help them fill a position and had a little bit of headbutting between the person in that position, the new person, and their immediate supervisor. And it really became a he said situation. And the point with that's irrelevant. I'm not going to go into the details of what it was, but it really boiled down to the way things were being said and the way they were being received. So if you've been around us much at all, you've heard me talk about the platinum rule as opposed to the golden rule. And we've all been taught in some form or fashion the golden rule was do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, as opposed to with the work we do around DISC and the model of human behavior is really about doing to others as they want you to do unto them. And the example I give very frequently is when I'm working with Cindy, if I'm going to do unto her as I'd want her to do unto me, I'm going to be quick and to the point and about the results and, hey, let's get things done. And I'm going to joke around a little bit and really not care about the details, but that's going to overwhelm her pretty quickly. If I'm going to apply the platinum rule, I'm probably going to slow the pace down. And I'm going to take a little bit more time and go into details, and I'm going to be a little bit more patient, make sure she's receiving what the information I'm processing. And it goes the other way as well. If she's doing unto me as I would want her, as she would want me to do unto her, she's going to be very meticulous in the details and slow and methodical and cautious and going through all the different things to make sure everybody's included and we're being nice to people and so on. And my goodness, sometimes that wears me out if I'm not prepared for it. So it's really about finding that middle ground and figuring out what does that other person want. Well, in that scenario with that company, that didn't go on at all. And it took me immediately back to what a dear friend of mine, David Gardner, who's one of the best veterinarians we've ever had the pleasure of doing business with. He taught me nearly 20 years ago that he could kill my dog, but if he told me the right way, I'm going to bring every dog I've ever got back to him. Now, Dave's never killed my dog. Dave's amazing. But he also told me, hey, I can fix your dog, and if I tell you the wrong way, you're never going to bring anything back to me. It's all about communication. And that goes into everything that we do in our lives and in our work. And what I'll say with that is, in the workplace today, there was a study not so long ago done by Salesforce.com that they studied almost 1,400 corporate executives where 86% cited lack of collaboration and ineffective communication as the primary reason for workplace failure. And if we're not on the right page, if I'm doing unto others as I want them to do unto me, but they're way different than me, they've got a different communication style, different behavioral style, that could be a big issue. So we're going to dive into that over the next couple of days. And it really stems back to a project Cindy and I got to work on over the last, several months. It's in hand. We had the opportunity to sign about 100 copies this morning and have some special bonuses that we've included with those that are about to be shipped out and so on. So we've got in hand now, Discover Your Team's Potential. And it's proven principles to engage your team and improve performance. And it's an effort that we were able to collaborate with about 2021 of the country's best and most successful human behavior experts in different fields. Everybody's from all over the country and they're all different backgrounds and so on. And it was just a pleasure that Cindy and I got to be part of that. So that's some of what we're going to really base what you can expect to see in a daily dose of leadership over these next couple of days. So look forward to getting these copies into folks' hands and look forward to diving into that with the series over the coming week. And if you're not aware of it yet, on June 26th, Cindy, we're celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Maxwell Speakers Club Harrisonburg, the club that Cindy started to really teach people effective communication, whether they've got to communicate with one person or they have the responsibility for communicating with 10, 20, 30 people in their department or work teams or whatever. And it all stacks on top of one another, just like we do in our emerging leader development. Communication's key. We've been able to build so many different tools to help individuals and organizations address that communication thing. So keep an eye out on these over the next few days and check out some of the resources we've attached. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. God bless.